Hello everyone! Today we're going to deal with speaking, and more exactly, we're going to deal with describing, comparing and speculating job and school interviews, because Unit 1 deals with job and school and education. Now, before we start, I want you to think about the following question and try to give an answer for them. Would you be happy to work for someone else, or would you prefer to be your own boss? Would you consider working abroad? Why or why not? And which is more important for you at work, the facilities or the people you work with? Now, or better to say, when you want to answer those questions, of course you have to think about everything to describe a job, about the advantages and its disadvantages. When we describe or we speculate about the job, we mostly use adjectives to describe the job itself and of course the people who do the job and the qualities they should have for it. For example, some of the words or adjectives used to describe the job are demanding, rewarding, hazardous or safe, well or badly paid, fulfilling, full part or part-time, temporary or permanent, seasonal, stressful, challenging, boring, steady, time-consuming, exhausting, satisfying, respectable, etc. Qualities for people to have a good job are responsible, reliable, professional, creative, sociable, highly skilled, outgoing, hardworking, loyal, etc. Or there are also other words and expressions we use to describe a job. For example, working shifts, financial security, outdoor or indoor job, work in a team, etc. Now, one of the most important tasks when doing speaking is making comparisons. Now, look at the pictures and try to compare those two professions. You have the profession of a baker and the profession of a firefighter. Now, when comparing them, please take into consideration the following words and phrases. So, you can say not dangerous for the profession of the baker, once mastered, no new skills to learn about that. You have a happy work environment, long working hours every day, poorly paid, and of course other words or expressions that you might think of. For the job of the firefighter, you can say it's hazardous, requires constant training, witness people getting hurt, it's the working shifts, it offers or not financial security, etc. Now, when making comparisons, of course you contrast ideas. And some of the words and expressions used for that are both and, compared to, in addition, also, or although plus a clause, despite plus an ing form or a noun, on the other hand, however, or nevertheless, etc. Now, very important part is interviewing a person for a job. Now, imagine the following situation. Your local supermarket is advertising for part-time job assistants. Use the language in the box to act out a job interview. Now, I have written or given some phrases that you could think in such situations. For interviewing a person for a job, you can say, please have a seat, tell me about yourself, why should we consider you for this job, or why should we employ you? Why do you want this job? Why do you want to work here? Do you have any relevant experience? When can you start? Etc. While when replying similar questions, you can say thank you, I'm this year old, I'm hardworking, kind, caring, sensible, etc. You could say I want to, I have worked as when you describe experiences, or right away or next week regarding the question when do you want to start. Please remember that regardless of whether you have to describe, compare, or realize an interview, you should be able to show that there is a logical progression to what you're saying. So please take care to use the appropriate expressions to mark the stages of your speech and link the ideas together. Now, this was all we had prepared for today's speaking class. Thank you for your attention.